Hey everybody, it's Romania Black, and we are on volume 5 of Attack on Titan, the manga reading. Aha! Yes! So I am pretty excited because last volume we finished up Trost and that arc and got to relive all of that. We saw the shifting of the order of things versus the anime, of how we took everything from like episodes 3 and 4 from the anime and conveniently moved it to after Trost and how that was. And I'm still conflicted, right? I'm having to record this ahead, so I've not been able to see everyone's comments yet on what they think about that move. Hopefully for next volume, I'll have some comments for y'all to talk about it in the volume after, once I get some feedback from both Patreon and YouTube. But with that being said, I'm kind of torn because like I said in the last reaction, on the one hand, I kind of like how the anime did it, that we got a little bit more time with those characters before Trost. It made the stakes of Trost and our understanding of those characters and wanting to make sure they're safe kind of raise as well in the story. But with that being said, the twist of Marco and Jean's conversation and then just cutting to Marco's death, gutting. That floored me. And so I'm actually really excited by the idea that reading the manga is going to give me a different perspective about certain events. Seeing it through a different light, or seeing like little tiny details that Isayama includes, like little Easter eggs and foreshadowing, as we've seen in all the previous volumes. I feel like that's going to be really cool going into these, especially the events of season 1, because they're kind of the foundation of everything, right? So that's really exciting. I'm looking forward to it, but we'll see, we'll just see. We'll just see how it goes, right? We'll just see how it goes, what we get. But we finished the Trost arc, and if my memory serves me correctly, because again, I've not rewatched the series in preparation for this manga to be surprised and to have it all come in waves, I'm assuming that next up is going to be us meeting the Levi squad with Petra and Olo and everyone else, as well as the trial where Levi kicks the shit out of Eren. And that's going to be fun to see. It's going to be a nice little catharsis, right? I really don't hate Eren, but I will be honest. I appreciate Eren's character so much more reading the manga than I have watching the anime so far. Eren in the manga is a little slightly different than Eren in the anime, at least for me. The way that he's animated, the way that he's drawn, the air he has about him, it's just there's a little tiny nuances that are different, right? But I like the version of Eren in the manga. I think the way he's drawn just a wee bit more, but it's splitting hairs, right? So we'll see, but I'm really excited, y'all, to see what's going to happen in this volume, to see the Levi squad introduced. It's been a long time, so it'll be fun to see them all in their glory while it lasts. So someone in the comments did ask if I was going, on YouTube, did ask if I was going to review the Levi No Regrets manga. I do want to. Yes. If I remember correctly, I was going to ask Patreon as it got closer where the No Regrets storyline fell in. I thought it was around the end of season 1 because I remember I watched the OVA for No Regrets after season 1 had ended before starting season 2, if I remember right. But I will ask Patreon what they think and then go from there. So I'm pretty sure that that's correct, though. I think I have to finish the events of season 1 before we do No Regrets and then tie into season 2, if I'm thinking right, if I'm remembering correctly, but I will ask Patreon. But to answer your question, yes, I am going to review No Regrets because it's a manga. It's part of the whole canon. I want to see the manga version and like soak in Levi and Erwin as much as I can. I'm a Uro Yuri shipper as all get out. If you've been on the Discord, then 90% of it is just Levi Erwin shots. Not really, but if it was up to me, it would be. So yes, I'm going to look at No Regrets for sure. But let's go ahead and start volume 5, y'all, and talk about it. And we're going to do that here in 3, 2, 1. Ooh, this cover. You know what this cover reminds me of? This cover reminds me of the events right before Crushing Blow. I am not looking forward to reliving those events again. Nope, not looking forward to that. No, sir. But I love Levi looking back at Eren, and there's Petra and Olo. Yeah, this reminding me of Crushing Blow, and I'm not ready for it. I'm not ready for that in the manga form. I've been doing well up until this point, but Oh, Ilse's notebook. Okay, yes, awesome. We get Ilse's notebook in this. Yes. And then still can't see the Special Operations Squad opening the gate and long distance enemy scouting formation. So we are going to be introduced to the Levi squad. We're getting them going on the mission to go find the basement. Woo! And then Ilse's notebook is in here. Awesome. Nice. Okay, cool. Great. And then Levi, of course, is on the cover. Mm-hmm. Oh, wow! We have a giant character page now of everyone. Now that we've done the training core, we've got everyone listed. Awesome. So I want to say this. Eren is longing for the world outside the wall. Okay, he can turn himself into a Titan. Misa graduated top of her training. Her parents were murdered before her eyes when she was a child. She was raised alongside Eren, who she tenaciously tries to protect. Armin Arlert. Meet Eren and Mikasa's childhood friend. Armin isn't athletic in the least. He's an excellent thinker and can produce unique ideas. Reiner Braun graduated second in training. I always forget Reiner was number 2 after Mikasa. Always forget that because I'm so used to Reiner. I don't know. I always figured he's like 3rd or 4th, but he's not. Reiner's as strong as an ox and has the will to match. Comrades have a great deal of trust in him. Bertolt, a high degree of skill in everything he's been taught, but he's indecisive and lacks initiative. Annie, small stature, belies her great skill in the art of hand-to-hand combat. She's a realist through and through and tends to be a loner. And then Jean, superior at vertical maneuvering. Jean is honest to a fault, which puts him at odds with other people. Marco! Oh, Marco! Oh, he yearned to join the military police brigade so he could serve the king. He died during the Titan mop-up operation. Oh, Marco! He's still listed as part of the characters. Connie, effective at vertical maneuvering, but slow on the uptake. So his comprehension of tactics is less than stellar. Sasha, very agile and remarkable instincts. Owing to her unconventionality, she isn't suited for organized activity. Krista Linz. Oh, man. Extremely short. I like that's her character quality. Extremely short, with a friendly, warm-hearted personality. Okay. Erwin Smith, commander of the Survey Corps. Levi, captain of the Survey Corps, said to be the strongest human alive. And then Grisha. He went missing after the Titan attack. We still have Grisha and Marco here, right? I love that the 2 dead people are still on the character board. Okay, Ilse's notebook. All right, human pushed to the brink of extinction by the Titans. And we have like this little illustration drawing. Those who leave this sanctuary and venture forth into Titan territory. Okay, and we have her like leaving everything behind. I'm Ilse Langnar, taking part in the 34th expedition outside the wall. Lost squad mates and horses, abandoned my broken vertical maneuvering equipment and ran north. I lost my horse outside the wall in Titan-controlled territory, and human legs aren't fast enough to escape from a Titan. Prospects of return and survival seem hopeless. Man, she really does look a lot like Ymir in this, so I can see that. If I make it back to the wall, if I don't encounter any Titans. And she like goes through everything. We do not fear death, even if it means laying down our lives. We fight till the end. Okay, I will record what happens to me on this paper. I'll do everything. I will not succumb. I will not succumb. Oh my God. And then there's the Titan that sees her, that thinks that she's Ymir. What's so fascinating is that some of the Titans recognize people, and there's like a bond there that like breaks through other things. So you could talk about that bond being like Armin reaching Eren or Mikasa reaching Eren. But then like even this Titan thinking that Ilse was Ymir that it worshipped, and even Dinah thinking like looking for Grisha and like recognizing him and where he is. So that there's something to it, right? It's fascinating. But that it just kind of looks at her and almost worships her. Oh. And it says, a subject of Ymir. Lady Ymir. Yep. And it talked. Oh my God. That was such a wild moment that the Titans could talk. Well met. Oh my God. And then saying, what are you? Where did you come from? Why do you eat us? And it just can't, it gets so, oh, when it like pulls at its eyes, oh my God. Oh, girl, it was worshiping you and you just let it, and it just couldn't take it anymore. And the crazy thing is that, oh my God, that illustration of her, like she dropped the notebook and her getting eaten. Oh my God. Oh my God, Isayama. How could you? And then the armbands from the 34th expedition. Oh. And then they found, and it shows Levi and Hanji finding the notebook. This is what she died for. What's interesting is that if that's the whole chapter, if that's the whole story, then we don't get to see her like the corpse in the tree. That would have been an anime only thing. Interesting. We don't get to see that it hid the corpse away and hoarded it away. Interesting. I kind of liked the idea of the squad like stumbling across the corpse in the tree, because it kind of like, you had the tree that the founder was in. It sort of had like more of a symbolic meaning to it, and the notebook being inside of her jacket and stuff, and the fact that the Titan coveted the body away kind of adds to the mystery there. So I like the way the anime kind of altered it, and I wonder if Isayama had any input into that and was like, oh hey, how about you change it up and have it to where the Survey Corps finds the corpse and it's like this, because it all seemed to connect really well and was nice foreshadowing for that. But if that wasn't intended in the manga, that's interesting. And so the interior was in a state of confusion just like 5 years ago. Yep, so episode 19, still can't see. Okay. And then everybody is like trying to figure out what's going on, the lies from the interiors and everything. The Merchants Association. And why should I believe the monarchy's information is correct? A Titan sealed up the gate with a boulder. A Titan was on our side. Oh, and then we cut to Eren with the shackles. Yep. And then they say, remember your place, you monster. And so the interesting thing here is that Eren is like, of course he isn't wrong. Like, Eren always has had like this awful view of himself, and he has considered himself, wow, so them calling him a monster in the cell here later during Brave Volunteers when they're out on the gun range and Eren's telling Armin and Mikasa, he's like, well, they're not wrong, we are monsters. Like, that ties back to this. So wow, that's interesting. Am I so terrifying they had to shackle me like this? I guess it makes sense. I don't even understand it myself. Maybe I should be happy they haven't killed me. Come to think of it, those two weren't the least bit scared of me. And Eren thinking of how Mikasa and Armin weren't scared at all despite what happened to him. It's like, it's just so frustrating, because it's like, no, Mikasa and Armin love you no matter what. And so then when you think of like what he said to them later in season 4, it's just like, Eren, no! It's just, oh, it's so frustrating. What would all of them think of, would they all think the same of me now? Am I going to spend the rest of my life here? No. And it's funny that Hanji's the one to come to him, like, in the jail cell. And then later on, we'll parallel in season 4. Like, oh, the parallels just continue. It's great. And then, oh, Mike! Yes! All right. I'm Zoe Hanji, a squad leader in the Survey Corps. And he's sniffing him. Mike Zacharias. He smells people when he first meets them and then sneers. It probably doesn't mean anything. Oh, my God. She's like, I talk too much. Okay. The fact that it's Hanji that comes to get him first, though, and saves him from there, and then that's all going to parallel back to the cells. Ugh, damn it. All we can do is believe in you. Oh, man. Oh, man. And then the courtroom. Here we go. I've been in the dungeon below the courtroom all this time. Man. And you know what's crazy about it? Is that the courtroom, the way that it's set up with the stage and the audience watching him is kind of, in a way, mirroring the stage during Declaration of War, where Tyburn has the stage telling the story and the audience is watching, and underneath the story, underneath the narrative is Eren in the cell waiting to burst out, right? Except he walks up and comes out here onto the stage, but then in Declaration of War he actually bursts out. So how about that? Mm-hmm. And they put him on the block, okay, and everybody's there. And then Armin and Mikasa, oh, Eren's face when he says you're here. Oh, that face is really good. That's a good expression, Isayama. Okay. Oh, Darius Zackley. Old Zackley. Uh-huh. What am I on trial for? Okay. Do you have any objections? There are those who call you a demon that will lead us to destruction, and others consider you a savior who will bring hope to the human race. Wow! That's gonna all come back around, baby. Yeah, is he a demon leading to destruction or the savior of the human race? Who knows? Oh my god. I can be your devil or I can be your angel. One of the two, right? One of the two. Oh my god. And so then we have the military police and the survey corps. The decision will determine how you are dealt with. Yes. And so then we have, Niall Doc getting in on this. He looks very much, he looks exactly like how he does in the anime. Look at him. Eren's body should be thoroughly examined, after which it should be disposed of without delay. And then this leads us to this conclusion. Okay. Those who regard him as a threat. And he's like, we may even see a civil war consume what territory we have left. And he's like, a hero? What the hell is happening out there? He's like, I'm not a hero! What is this? Okay. After we extract as much information from him as can, he will turn into a martyr for the human race. And then the Wall cult, the Wall church, they're like, that's not necessary. He should be executed immediately. The Church of the Wall. Man, and they hate him. Oh, man. Minister Nick. Oh, Pastor Nick. Wow, we got him this early on. I forgot about that. And then Erwin Smith, the 13th. Oh, unlucky 13. The 13th Survey Corps commander. Uses Titan power to take back Wall Maria. That's all. Our priorities are clear. Nice. And then we ask Pixis. The gate will never open again. Okay. A new route completely from scratch is what they're developing. Okay, and then people start freaking out. I love that Eren says the conservatives are here too. This is great. I like that we get some of Eren's thoughts here. Oh, Levi, you're full of talk, you pig. When you say we, you're talking about my friends who protect you while you get fat. You pigs take no notice of the people who can't eat because there isn't enough land. Oh. Wall Rose was a gift from God. Interesting. And everybody just kind of stares at him. Oh, and Eren said these idiots were why it took forever to get cannons mounted on top of the walls. What they say is nonsense, but they have widespread support and influence, which makes them dangerous. Oh, Eren's saying all of this. Nice. Okay. Everybody's putting their own interests first. We tell them we put our lives on the line. Why won't they believe that? That's interesting that Eren is thinking about how people put their own interests, their own agendas first when he's saying the Survey Corps put their lives on the line for them. Interesting. Which kind of, again, will touch base on when Eren decides to do the rumbling. He's like, I'm putting my life on the line for you all, and you all are focused on your own agendas. So there's a little bit of callback to that. That's interesting. I like it. Okay. And then they talk about the report about how he swung his fist 3 times at Mikasa Ackerman, and Eren doesn't remember doing it. He doesn't remember. I love that Armin sees that look on Eren's face. He's like, he doesn't remember not being in control. And Rico's like, what was I supposed to do? Lie in my report? Covering up the truth's not going to do any good. And then Mikasa, is it true Eren attacked you? Yes. Ah, Eren's face of him trying to kill Mikasa. Ooh. But 2 times before that, Eren saved my life. He protected me, and then he shielded me. So yeah, so it's like, that's such an interesting thing that Eren has been involved with her in Titan form 3 times now. One was attacking her, one was protecting her from the Titans, and one was protecting her from humanity. Isn't that something that's... We should consider those as well. Oh, and that's when they bring up the idea that there were 3 adults stabbed by them when they were 9 years old. And I love Levi's face is just kind of like, I mean, I've killed more people when I was 9. Like, that's kind of Levi's face in that moment. He's just like, well, when I was 9, I was stabbing people left and right. So cute that you only killed 3. It's just like, that's the look that he has on his face, right? Oh my God. A Titan that took the form of a child to infiltrate society. Oh, well, I mean, kind of. He's right in front of us like a powder keg that could explode at any minute. Man, all these things are so great looking back. And Eren, when they question whether Mikasa's human, ooh, because she can't become a Titan, right? That's not possible for her or Levi. They can't, right? That's the whole thing. They don't have the means to become Titans, correct? So, and then Eren saying, I may be a monster, but Mikasa has nothing to do with it. She's not involved. So again, that will connect back to when Eren says everything that he does about Mikasa to try to distance her away. He doesn't want her drugged down with him in all of this. He wants her protected. But, you know, we've talked for hours about this in the recap, about the implications and everything. But you people have never even seen a Titan, so what are you afraid of? I love that Eren's like, maybe I should shut up. But no, I'm going to tell everyone what I'm thinking. Yeah, I'm going to tell these cowards, just shut your mouth and invest everything in me. And he's like, shit, what have I done? But yeah, I've got a sticker. You guys can't see it. It's up on my board here, but it's of Eren, like with his trademark little shirt on. He's still younger. It's still like pre-time skip Eren, but he's got like his shirt on. He's basically got the older Eren outfit on, but he's in younger form. And it's of him holding the Ace of Diamonds. He's holding the Ace of Diamonds, and it says, invest everything in me. Oh, it's just like Eren's like, I will save humanity. Just let me do it. And then, oh, look at that! Oh, what a kick! What a kick! There goes a tooth. Damn, Levi. Oh, just pop that leg out. Oh. Mikasa's like, hold it back! Armin's like, no! Yeah, Mikasa wanted to protect him, and he's like kicking the shit out of him. Ooh. This is just my opinion, but I've always found pain the most effective punishment. Oh. It makes it easy to kick you when you're kneeling. And everybody's just like, well. Oh, and Eren's face at him. Oh, Eren's face at him. Ooh, that's so oof. See, at this point in the story, I have been fully expecting up until, again, I've only seen up to season 4, part 2, but I was fully expecting a battle, a full-on knockout battle between Eren and Levi at some point. And we never got it. I kept thinking, like, when this was happening originally in the anime, I was like, oh, well, this is eventually Eren and Levi are going to go head to head, and it's going to like call back to this moment, right? And Eren's going to be like, well, back then, and Levi's like, it was all part of the plan. But it never came to pass. When I started this series, the only thing I knew about Attack on Titan was that there was a character called Levi and a character called Eren. That's all I knew about it. And I thought that, at the time, I thought they were the same age, and they were going to be like rivals, kind of like a Naruto situation. Proven so wrong. But I really thought throughout the story that it was going to come to pass that Levi and Eren were going to be at an impasse. And the closest we ever get to that is like Midnight Sun. That's the closest we get to them actually arguing and being against one another. in this scene. But really, I thought it was going to be set up that way, and it's not been. So I kind of give kudos to Isayama for taking something that I thought was going to happen and then completely saying, no, we're not doing that. And I'm like, okay, you're the one who wants to dissect him, right? So he's not my enemy. Is he yours? Like, are you guys going to take care of him? And that's when Erwin's like, well, what if we did this? Like, it was all planned, right? We'll put him with Captain Levi as a fail-safe. Captain Levi he's like, oh, if you mean killing him, that's no problem. I can do that. And then I love that Levi looks at me, because then she's just like, that glare, that murder glare that she gives Levi is amazing. That is so good, Isayama. That is a murderous glare. Look at her. The family resemblance, right? Oof. Oof. Okay. And so, Erwin, what will you do about the interior? I like that now that we know about Niall and Erwin's past, that they grew up together and were in the Corps together. Like, that just adds another layer to their conversation they have about what each of them is going to do. It's such a great callback. I love that. Yep. They're going outside of the wall. Eren Yeager is placed in care of the Survey Corps. He may return here depending upon his accomplishments. And then we cut back to them being like, oh, sorry about that. We had to get your point across. And then Erwin giving him the handshake. Yep. Mm-hmm. I'll look forward to working with you. Uh-huh. That's so good. It's so sad, too, though, because Eren, I mean, he's technically there when Erwin dies, but he's not. He's so focused on Armin, right? And then Levi just plopping down. What's also great here is that Eren is about the same size as Levi at this point in the story, and then we get the time skip, like, poor Levi. He's only 5'2". Everybody else grows up, and he just stays the same, right? Mm-hmm. Do you resent me? I know you need to put on a show. Which is funny because Eren, I guess this kind of previews early on that Eren really doesn't ever judge somebody for what they needed to do in the moment. Like when he tells Reiner during Declaration of War that he doesn't, he forgives him, he gets why he did it. It kind of harkens back to this where he tells Levi, he's like, I know why you did these things. It makes sense, right? It's fascinating. Okay. Oh, I like that shot of Eren on the horse. That's really good. With the little cloak. The Special Operations Squad. That's such a dainty horse. Look at how its legs are. It's so dainty. All right. All right, here we go. Going to the castle. Yep, an old converted castle. All right. We have Olo. Yep. Don't get cocky, Ruben. And then he chomps on his own tongue. Yeah, oh my god, there's blood everywhere. What? Blathering like that on a horse, you're going to bite your tongue. Oh my gosh, Ulo. And then poor Petra, like he liked her. Mm-hmm. What are you trying to rein me in, Petra? Don't act like... If you're going to act like my wife, there's a couple steps you skipped. Mm-hmm. Okay, and Eren watching them. And Eren realizing that Levi handpicked everyone here, the Levi squad. They're here to restrain me if I use my Titan power. If I go out of control, they're going to kill me. Man. I love that Levi looks at the castle. He's like, it hasn't been used in a long time. That's a major problem. Fix it immediately. Oh, it is! Oh, yay! Yay! With the bonjour! Like with Levi opening the window. It is an anime only. Yay! Oh, I love that. I was afraid that whole scene where Levi like busts open the window with the mask on was anime only. I didn't think it would be in the manga, and it's just as glorious. That's great. Also, Eren is so respectful of Levi. He's like, the floor is clean, sir. Like, he just shows him the utmost respect, Interesting. Yep. He's like, if you're underground, we'll be able to restrain you even if you turn into a Titan while you're asleep. Okay. And so then Petra. Oh, Petra with Eren. Interesting. He doesn't seem like the perfect hero people make him out to be, does he? The real Captain Levi is unexpectedly short, high-strung, ill-mannered, and unapproachable. Ah. No, what took me by surprise was how obediently he accepts decisions from above. Ah, like he follows through with those actions so immediately. You thought because he carries a lot of weight, he wouldn't be concerned with rank and command structure. I thought he wouldn't take orders from anybody. Before Captain Levi joined the Survey Corps, he was a notorious thug in the city's underground. And then Erwin brought him to the Corps. Okay. You call that clean? Do it again! Oh my god. So yeah, that is interesting too, because yeah, one of Levi's things is that Levi doesn't really question the structure. He falls in rank and file, but that's because he has such faith and belief in the structure, right? Which kind of makes sense later on why when everything falls apart with the Survey Corps and kind of the revolutionists, that he kind of just sticks with the Survey Corps. He's like, no, this is the system. It works. We can follow it. It's fine. And he has such faith in it because of Erwin and what he's taught him about it. And Eren's never really been about the structure. Eren's kind of the opposite. He's like structure. He's like, I'm just doing this because it's convenient to my own agenda, right? And my beliefs. Eren's like, the Survey Corps follows his morals at the time, so that's why he follows it. But once the Survey Corps isn't aligning with his own ideals, that's when he starts to break away. And Levi stays tried and true throughout it. So it's cool that we're establishing early on that character trait about Levi and that character trait about Eren, and seeing how it's going to be tested along the way. Fascinating. I can't wait till we get to Kenny. I'm already thinking about season 3 manga things, and we're not even to season 2. Like, I'm looking forward to this stuff already, and I'm getting really excited to see it all again. Yep. And so I love Levi has this tiny little teacup, right? This tiny little teacup. That's his department. He's got a lot more to think about than we do. I love, that Levi, picture of Levi, and then Erwin's like superimposed behind him. Bless him. Yep, the circumstances have changed so much. A new hope has sprung up into its place. I like that they ask what happens when he becomes a Titan. He's like, I lose track of myself. I know the trigger is self-inflicted pain if I bite my hand. How do I know that? Okay, and then he's talking about is Hanji there. Yep. Talking about Hanji, that once she knows things, she's going to keep questioning him. Yep. Okay, and the experiment. It's seething with rage. Oh my god, Hanji! Yep. I like, look, what's Eren's agenda for tomorrow? Cleaning the yard. Great, it's settled. We can do this. And then Titan experiment. The Titans we captured. Sonny and Bean! Yep, okay. Oh my god. This isn't the first time we successfully snared a Titan. First, I repeated the experiment we tried 5 times in the past. The attempt to communicate. Very much like Dawn of the Dead. Reminds me a lot of that. Conversation, meaningful conversation is impossible. Sonny and Bean. Oh my god. I tried to deprive them of sunlight. They became less energetic as the night wears on. Okay. Sonny became lethargic after just 1 hour, but Bean was frisky as ever for 3 straight hours. They don't need food or water. Even though they have vocal cords, it isn't necessary for them to breathe. All they require is sunlight. She's like, and then I like Eren's like, well, I'd be interested, what if you cut them completely out of sunlight? And she's like, well, if they killed him, I wouldn't have my experiments. I love that the gestures of Hanji, she's just like all twisted up. I love that. That's great. And then, oh my god. Why are you screaming, Hanji? How can I do this not scream? Look how much pain Bean is in. Hang in there, Bean. You'll make it. Oh my god, what is this illustration? Isayama, what is this? Oh my god. That is my favorite Hanji Zoe illustration so far of all. Look at that ridiculousness. Like the glasses are pushed up. Oh my god. I love that so much. That's fantastic. It's very tough for me to do that. Compared to Bean, the introverted Sonny didn't have much of a reaction at all. Oh, yep. Trying to figure out what makes them tick. All it tried to do is bite my head off. How can you be so cheerful around Titans? Ooh. I've seen my comrades get slaughtered by Titans right before my eyes more times than I care to recall. I relied on my hatred to get me through the battle with the Titans, but then one day I realized something. It was as I kicked the decapitated head of a 3-meter class Titan. The Titan's body was very light. In the first place, that Titan shouldn't be able to stand, much less walk on 2 legs. The weight of the severed arm wasn't nearly what it should be considered its size. Your body just formed up out of nothing. What we see in the true nature of what actually exists are totally different things. Yeah, I'm gonna do it. I love it. I love that Eren says this place is a haven for eccentrics. Yeah, but I just love Hanji's like just natural wanting to know what's going on, that curiosity. A group of people looking to change the status quo. That's the Survey Corps. And I love Eren's face there. Like, it's Eren's face is just like you're somebody that's going to shake up the system, that's going to cause change, right? Is the Survey Corps. Like that look in his eyes. Ooh. Ooh. Okay. Oh, I like when he's polite and says Miss Hanji. Remember polite Eren? Remember Eren that was like polite to Hanji? Remember that? I want to hear more about your experiments. And Hanji's little blush. Sure, I did leave out a lot. Let's get back to the nitty-gritty, although we may be here a while. God, this is so sad because it's like Hanji talking to him about like back in the day when they'd sit up all night talking about experiments on the Titans before he knew everything. Oh, it's so sad. Okay. And then they're like, okay, let me explain to you again this time mixed in with my own speculation. Regarding communication, there was a curious case involving a soldier named Ilse Langnar. Okay. And then the Titans were killed. Oh, no. Yep. And then we go back. Oh, this is going to be the enemy shot. Oh, my God. And Hanji's gone off the deep end. Oh. They were important test subjects. Okay, and then Erwin. What happened here? What do you see? Who do you think the enemy is? Okay. And Erwin's like trying to figure it out. He's like, somebody's here making a scene. Somebody's behind the scenes working. Oh my God. Yes. Oh, I love it. I love it. And the fact of the matter, we don't see Bertolt, Annie, or any of them this chapter. So it's like totally, we're left in the dark as readers being like, we don't know what's going to happen, right? It's like, who knows? Ooh. Rejected cover. The mood didn't fit with the world. Oh, it's like Mika said with the MMA outfit. Like, girls got abs for days. All right. When was the shaft switched out? Okay. Crystalline, so everybody's going. You can get punished for killing Titans. It's weird they were valuable test subjects. Uh-huh. Okay, and this is the part where Armin realizes the thing about the switched gears, right? Mm-hmm. I get it. And then we have Connie talking with Armin about all of this, and Jean. And so then Connie tells Armin about Jean saying he's going to join the Survey Corps, and Armin's like, what? So Annie, what do you think? Annie's like, I don't think anything in my mind's already made up. You're going up with the brigade. Mm-hmm. Interesting. If somebody told you to die, would you? And Connie's like, of course not. And Annie's like, then you should do what you want to do. And then Armin says, if I could understand why I had to die, I think there are times people have to die even if I don't like it. Ooh. Ooh, that's a line there too. Where Armin's saying that sometimes there's a reason that people die. Oh, that's interesting. Because that ties kind of into Armin's whole mindset of, you know, why we have to do what we have to do. Like sometimes, because Armin ends up like during Pride and during those episodes afterwards where he's like, no, we've got to take on the Survey Corps to get to Eren. Armin very much is expressing that sometimes like if there's a reason we have to do it, we've got to do it. And we'll just have to just go through with it. Interesting. Interesting. And then, again, this is Annie. Oh my God, this is Annie and Armin and Connie just like in when they see each other later. in season 4. So yeah, Annie and Armin having these conversations, and Connie's just like just like being the third wheel, right? Okay. She says, I just want to save myself. And then Armin looks over and sees the gears, right? Oh my God, that's going to come back and smile. Oh, that one little gesture where he looks down at the gear. Oh, that's so good. That's so good. Okay, that's Isayama planning it all ahead, right? Giving us, like, it's been there all along. Wow, okay. Is there anybody from the train group who wants to join up? And then Eren says, no, there's not. There was, but I don't know how they feel now. So Eren sees Connie and Sasha and Bertolt and Reiner and Mina and them. Yeah, well, he sees all of them and Thomas. And so Eren doesn't think they're going to want to join him because of how dangerous it is. And then we cut down to everybody. And Jean's like, I don't like it. The Corps, I mean. I may have chosen the Survey Corps, but it's not because I'm not afraid of the Titans. And I'm not going to say something like skilled soldiers have a duty. I'm not in a hurry to die like Eren. Don't lump me in with him! Oh! Nobody convinced me to put my life on the line. This isn't the kind of job you can do without really choosing it for yourself. John, it's like John doesn't want to admit, like, the impact Marco's had on him. Yep. All right. And then we have Erwin giving his big speech about the Survey Corps, giving the big lie, the big speech that he was doing. Yeah. The existence of Eren Yeager. I like that Eren, like, has his cloak and stuff all pulled up, right? He knows answers about Titans that... There are answers about Titans even he doesn't have. And then we see Annie sitting there. We see Reiner and Bertolt looking sweaty. Oh, yes, yes, yes. If we can get to the basement, we can find clues that may free us from a century of domination by the Titans. And I like that Reiner's like, his basement? Like, Reiner's like, what does this have to do with anything? Because why would he think that? He's like, what does the basement have to do with this mission? Like, you know, they have no clue what that means. And Armin's like, where they're making that information public because they're trying to weed out the ones that killed Sonny and Bean. He has an agenda. Yeah, Armin figured it out, like, way back here. Okay, like, Armin, wow, looking back at this, Armin had a lot of stuff figured out right from the start and was keeping it all close to the vest until the reveals come out in season 1. That's so good. Nice. During the 4 years, it took 4 years to complete, 90% of the Survey Corps died. 90% in 4 years. Even in the best case, sending another battalion to Wall Maria would mean 5 times the casualty and 20 years of work. Those aren't realistic figures. I love that everybody's just kind of like, oof. Annie looks kind of aloof, and Reiner and Bertolt are like, what do we do? You know? We're always looking for talented people. And Ymir looks down at Krista like she doesn't want her to go. Ah, okay. The majority of people who stay here will likely die. Ask yourselves if you really have it in your heart to sacrifice your life for humanity. Oh my gosh. Oh, Erwin. That's all. Those of you who wish to join, the others are dismissed. And then, yeah, the trainees that are left feel like they've been through the ringer. And then everybody's leaving. Oh, and Jean, don't make me hate myself more than I already do. Oh, Jean, honey. And then, oh man, Reiner and Bertolt just like standing their ground. Yes. Okay. Yeah, man. God, Isayama, you genius. And then Sasha thinking about facing the Titans again. Oh, girl. And Connie, I left the village to become a military police officer. Mom would be happy if I became an MP. Everyone in the village would respect me. We've seen how the Titans eat people. Oh, Oh my God. Oh my God. Oh, that image. Like just seeing it. Of Jean like with his bones like broken, his body crumpled. And Connie and Sasha being eaten. Oh my God, that image. That is, oof. If you were told to die, could you do it? Everyone, you look good. All right, devote your hearts. Oh, and it's them that stayed. And Sasha's crying. Oh my God. Oh. Yep, they're the ones that stayed behind. Damn, okay. Oh, and Armin's like, hey, everybody. Ymir, you might as well quit if you're going to cry. Okay. And Sasha being like, I'm scared. I want to go back to the village. Connie's like, I don't care. Reiner says nothing, and Bertolt's like, ugh. And Bertolt's looking back at Annie. Oh my God, he watches her the whole time. Oh, you stare too much. Everyone can tell. Oh, Bertolt. Watching her walk away. Ah, my heart. Okay. 1 month later. Ooh, okay. There we go. All right. And then the gate's about to open. Show me what you've learned. Ooh, okay. And then there's instantly a Titan there. Oh my God, this big bellied Titan. Oh my gosh. Trust in the team, support, and keep going. Advance, advance, keep moving forward. Oh, well, of course Eren was all about this. All they do is move forward. Why not? Why not? Oh, man. Oh, I like that one with Krista and the horse. That one's really good. I like that. Information about the horses and how fast they can go. That's really cute. The sport team will back us up till we get past the abandoned town, and then after that, 22 long distance enemy scouting formation. We'll organize into a giant formation to protect ourselves from the Titans. Okay. All right, and then Eren thinking about how everybody was protecting him at all costs. Aren't we getting ahead of ourselves? Did you understand what the commander meant when he asked you back then? Oh. And everybody's like, no, I didn't get it all. Okay. He says there's a purpose to the mission apart from just going out and coming back alive. Yeah, he's like, you got to trust the commander. He's got a plan with all of this, right? Mm-hmm. I was like, really? I have to do this? What is this? Ah, and then Eren saying, I didn't see who was left at the end of yesterday. They really did join up. Oh, that face, Eren's face looking so concerned there, like, oh, they all did come. Oh, man. Okay. And then, yeah, Armin Mika says, so yeah, Eren was like, I didn't want them to come. And of course, Mika says, like, are you hurt at all? That shorty's too full of himself. One day I'll take him down a peg. Yeah. Oh, you can't be talking about Captain Levi. And then everybody. Then only Annie, Marco, and Jean went with the military police. Marco's dead. Oh. What did you just say? Now, apparently not everyone gets to have a dramatic death. I don't know what his last moments were like, but he wasn't wearing any vertical maneuvering gear. He died and there was no one there to see it. Oh, damn. That is gonna... Oh, that just... Isayama, you taking the knife and just stabbing it in there, being like, just wait till we bring this back up. Just wait till you find out that there were people that watched Marco die. Just you wait! Oh, man. Because Marco was like the first of the group, like the core group there to go. Right? I heard you tried to kill Mikasa when you turned into a Titan. What the hell was that about? I like that John's like, I like her. What are you doing? Uh-huh. And Mikasa says he was trying to swat a fly. I'm not asking you. The scar on your cheek looks deep. Where'd you get it? Oh. I like that she tries to hide it from Eren. Oh, and his face. Ooh, that just adds another layer to it. Of Eren realizing he hurt her. Yeah. You have no idea that you possess these Titan powers, so how do you know you're going to keep it under control? Ooh, this is where we stand. Oh. Okay. This is what we'll die for, and like Marco, Eren won't even know about it. Oh. I like, Mikasa's like, what's the point in driving him into a corner? Not everybody's like you. We're not volunteering to die for Eren. Ooh. We might hesitate in a crisis, but we're looking to Eren to give us something in return. We need to know so we can decide if it's worth our lives. Oh my gosh, Jean. And the fact that in part 3, Jean and Eren are going to be near each other again. Like all this buildup, it's all just going to come crashing down. Eren, we're counting on you. Oh my god. Isayama. Oh my god. It's just... all these parallels, every single volume. I know I sound like a broken record, but just like all the parallels of these characters and how far their character comes and all the stuff they go through. And then it all comes full circle in season 4 and like the events at the end. Like, I just love how Isayama is bookending all of these moments with these characters. It's so freaking good, right? Okay. Hello, biting his tongue just biting his tongue. God. He's lost too much blood from biting his tongue, right? Okay, so the long distance enemy scouting formation. Yep, and there they go. They all split up to deploy. So yeah, we have the second command column. Second column, center command. Third column, third, communications. Fifth column, on standby with Eren and the squad. And then the third, communications. Okay, so Sasha was around Mikasa. And then, okay, Armin's over there along with Jean. Yep, okay. New recruits will be right here. Okay, and then Reiner is off with the Levi squad handing off the information. Okay, nice. Whenever they come across a Titan, fire off a red flare. When you see the flare, fire off your own to pass on the warning. We'll know the Titan's position as quickly as possible. Okay. And yeah, they explain the whole formation. That's great. And I thought the formation was always really cool, like establishing how they did it. I always thought that was a really neat thing throughout this. And then we have Sasha with the Titans. Okay. Yep. And then, oh god, like the abnormal ones that like skitter across the ground. Oh my gosh, I forgot about that Titan. That was so freaky. No. Yeah, the abnormal ones. So creepy. Get here. I'm gonna get this. Go back and see if I missed anything. Oh yeah, yep, it ran into a tree. Okay. Now all these tactics apply to the normal ones whose behavior are easy to predict. Okay. And then there's the abnormal one. Yep, and the one Titan that like walks really funny. Yep. When it comes to abnormal and their unpredictable behavior, there's no choice but to fight. You've got to kill it. Oh, and then yeah, the one guy with the horses. Yes. And they show them like getting off and taking off the heel of it. Nice. Cutting it and cutting down and like skate and like getting the nape. Yep. Okay. That's my girl. Oh, with the horses. Oh shit. And there's them on the horseback. Oh my god, it's Annie. Oh, we're gonna get Annie already. Oh man, no. Yes. Oh my god. Oh. And then Armin. Oh no. Yep, and then there it is. Oh, it's heading for Armin. Oh no, dude, with the horses, no! Oh. Oh, that's so brutal. Just showing him, like, just grabbing him and just tossing him to the ground. Oh, it's brutal. Oh, see, the anime makes it all like this big, like she's playing like jump rope with him and everything. And so then you question, like, because Annie seems to hate what she has to do. And then a lot of people in the anime was like, oh, she's just torturing them, right? But it makes it seem like that was just the anime making her attack look cool. Where here she's just literally like, nope, get out. You're in my way. I don't want to do it this way, but this is how it's got to happen. What should I do? What is that? It's not abnormal. It's not normal or abnormal. It's intelligent, like the Colossus, the Armor Titan, and Eren. Oh, I love Armin thinking this through. A human in the body of a Titan. Yes, but who? Why would anyone do this? Oh my gosh. Oh no, that spread. And the crazy thing is, you can't really tell it's Annie. Like, it's not obvious that it's Annie, right? Which it took me a long time to figure out that it was Annie. It took me a while to figure that out too, watching the series. But yeah, you can't immediately tell, right? And why would you think that? Annie went off to the military police and her hair was up in the ponytail. Why would you think that it's Annie? You know? It's just... Oh my God. The scouts. Oh. And them all getting killed by the Titans. Oh. A female type led a horde of Titans here. Oh my God, that's crazy. Oh, so gruesome. To be continued in volume 6. Oh my God, what is this? Their meeting that transcended race and their parting. A love that overcame taboo brings a miracle into the world. What? Isayama, what is Hanji with the Sunny, with the Titan there? What? And then, oh my God, Hanji's like about to get hit by a car and the Titan saves her. What? With the heart. We did say that Hanji was Titan sexual, so that's a thing. It's been canon this whole time. Oh my God. That's hilarious. Oh, okay. Ymir, page 12. No spoilers here, but in Norse mythology, Ymir was the primeval giant slain by Odin and his brothers. They created the earth from his body and the sea from his blood. Yep. And just go back to Ymir, whose blood and body created the Titans. Oh my God! That's amazing. That's great. I like that they said no spoilers here. Like okay. Oh, man. So about that. Huh. Isn't that interesting? Yeah. So, oh, man. So this was a good volume. I absolutely love all of the tie-ins and things coming full circle. It's so freaking cool to see what all Isayama has had planned from the start and to see it all take shape. And what I loved about this volume is it really gets you into the mindset of Eren in the most interesting of ways. And I know if I had rewatched the anime, I would have probably came to the same conclusions. But just seeing it on the page and seeing how Eren reacts to things and seeing him form like his opinions about structure in society and about following orders and about what he views of Levi, because he respects Levi so much. And then just his relationship with Hanji and where that goes. Like, it's just all, it's heartbreaking to see Eren like realize all these things, and then it all just come to a head later on because things get so much more complicated because of that stupid basement. I'm already excited for like season 3 and season 4 manga things, and we're not even to the end of season 1 and season 2, so we haven't even gotten to Zeke yet. Like, I realize there's so much left to go. So much left to go. We're just on season 1 things. But man, it's cool to see the Easter eggs that Isayama has put into place and to see how it all has lined out in the end. That part is fascinating. Man. So yeah, I am still going to do 1 volume at a time as we get closer to, I know season 4 part 3 is out right now, but as we find out like the release date of season 4 part 2, you know, it may change to 2 volumes at a time. We'll see. But for right now, 1 volume with my scheduling is working out really well. But it may go up to 2 volumes at some point. We'll just wait and see, right? Because the urge to binge is really strong. Is really strong, right? But for this case, I'm very curious to know your thoughts about Volume 5. Lots of new characters introduced that are not going to be around a while. I felt like they gave us more time with the horseman in the anime, the horse master that gets killed by Annie. In the anime, I felt like we got introduced to him more and got more backstory with him, and then he just dies, and it's like, well, oops. So yeah, the manga didn't even bother with that this time, or if they did, I missed that in my readings. But I'm curious to know your thoughts down below. I hope you enjoyed this reaction and discussion, and I hope you all have a wonderful week. Please stay safe, take care, but yeah, I'm excited, y'all, to come back, and we'll talk about Volume 6 next week with Attack on Titan, the manga recap and review. Bye.